Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Okay, we're back. Sorry if we went down. It didn't tell. I didn't get any warnings or anything. So, shout out Streamlabs. Shout out how useful it is when these things happen. Moving on. Where were we? What we were talking about? Shit that matters. Spending your hard-earned per diem on.
Yeah.
So like, we're not dealing with money.
Yeah, not dealing with money. Basically, your during the flow chart, you are getting like an energy that you can spend, like an excess energy or something, and then you can. Ooh, there's a lot of moving parts here, like a lot of possible moving parts here, and it's a tricky thing of like how much of it. I think that it's very easy to do too much.
No, I think we can keep it to 3
Keep it to 3
as a multiple of 6.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think you basically get script as you progress as well, and you can kind of like spend that towards um, buffing stats or getting better gear or taking downtimes and things along those lines.
Spend your hard-earned pay on either recovery, carousing, or team building. Uh, Recovery is recover lost health or reverse any unwanted mutations.
Yep. Uh,
Mutations.
do we also want to
but
have
do not
a
have Ultimopolis
status type thing similar to CFB games or the like Darkest Dungeon, where like as you are playing, you can pick up negatives?
I like that it feels very XCOM where it's like so that's the thing is like having we're jumping around I'm jumping around a bunch. But
We're both moving around a bunch.
I want to go back to stats. Let's focus on the stats. We have to get stats
Okay.
down. So are we doing 3 or 6 stats?
I think 3 is fine.
3 is fine? Okay.
Yeah, I
Which
think
one
3
of the
is
3 stats determines your health? What are our 3 stats actually? What is it?
Our 3 stats are uh do we just make it dog? DOG? Is it
Is it rough, tough, and tumble?
hmm,
Rough
I like it, but
is how big your bark is. Anything having to do. Oh yeah.
I like rough, tough, and tumble, but I usually want to stay away from multiple things having the same starting letter if I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So you want to be like
let's see.
dog.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely an option.
So original.
Um, um,
That'd be your.
is it Twitch that's
Your
dropping frames for me?
is it is it dropping again?
It's showing that we're still live, but it's just pinwheeling for me.
No, it's fucking we're fucking staticking all over the place because you pay $100 a fucking month for fucking good fucking internet and it doesn't fucking be good internet because and nothing works in this fucking world. Yeah, nothing works in this world. Stream froze.
Let's
Somebody's
see.
on
I
our
think.
somebody's stealing our Wi-Fi and watching porn on it or something. I don't
Oh no,
fucking
they got the
know.
passwords.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think we're good now.
Okay, good. It's the most irritating thing in the fucking world.
Yeah,
It's the most
it really is.
like. There's nothing that irritated me more when streaming when somebody's like, "Your stream's frozen," and I'm like, "I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. It dropped. Fucking get over it, dude. Like, I don't care.
Like,
I don't
I can
care.
only do so much.
I can only like. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to grab the internet and fucking like? What am I supposed to do? Do I
Yes,
look like the
please.
Wi-Fi man?
Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, dang. Well, we
I
gotta call it
wish.
the Wi-Fi man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
stats. Dog. Sorry.
stats. Dog.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Um,
It's really yeah. It's just I had to fucking live with it. Just get over it. Sorry. Sorry. Uh. I gotta work in industries where I don't have millions of people trying to say the same thing to me at once because it gives me anxiety. Um, okay, dog, determination.
okay. Observation.
Yeah, and then gun.
And then just gun. So what would that be? That would be the equivalent of
Because
like
determination, you
grit,
could, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's when I start
like
being like, we have to have six. Because then, or we don't have to make it the first name of anything. We can not be kitschy about that. Sorry, not kitschy. We can not be cute, and we can just make it the things that cover the things that we need to, which is
it's
mental,
true.
physical, and social. Right.
Yeah.
That's the three pillars, right? That you have to hit for stats, which is mental, physical, and social. And if you're doing four
Yeah.
stats, then that's the weird one.
Mm, 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 mm. It's always one of those things where it's like, for me, either this is like an instant thing of like it falls perfectly into place, or this is a 2 weeks later while I'm like sleeping, I'd wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah.
And I discover the thing. I think what we should do
Mm-hmm.
is we should just think how many we want. So it's either like you said, I think 3 or 6 is the right play. And I think that we just have the overall terms,
Yeah.
like, and they can be just the placeholder terms for right now.
Well, it's so the big thing is like because like we keep trying to go back to like we want to do one thing, but we have to figure out one thing to figure out the next
Yeah,
thing, and so
absolutely.
it's like let's just figure out the one thing so that we can figure out the rest of the things. But because like I want to figure out how recovery works, but how does health work? Because then you were like, or are we doing conditions? And it's like, well, what's the point of having health points if we're just going to do conditions? Because
Yeah,
and then how do you determine how many conditions you can have? And it's like at that point, and so I'm thinking whatever stat determines your health. Because like in World of Darkness, it's you add your stamina plus your resolve, and that gives you how many health points you have.
yeah,
Your fucking Constitution plus a certain number in D&D determines your fucking health. Like it's like stuff like that. Like, or do we do you have this many points in physical stat, so that determines your health bar. Every time you empty that health bar, you take a condition. If you take 3 conditions, then you die. Like, is that something that we're going for? Because that's like Blades in the Dark style, right? Where it's like
that is very big for
every
the
time
dark.
you get rid of your HP, then you gain a um.
Are they just called conditions?
I, I
I don't remember the exact term, but my brain has just filed them away as conditions.
character sheet. No, I don't want to download it. I just want to look at it. I just want to see what it looks like. Can we stop? Yeah, you've got your. So you've got your. Just let me zoom in. I want to die. Fucking die. I just want to die. Here we go. The cutter. Okay. So how they have it, I'm putting it on stream and everything, is so you've got like your stress, right? And your trauma.
Yeah.
And then you have your conditions, like the conditions that they have listed to that. And then you have your harm. And then to heal, you have a clock to heal.
Yep.
So it's like when you fill this up, then you get one of these and add them to like that thing. And then when you fill it all the way up, you're dead, right? That's like, it's like you don't have any more to go. In CFB, it's if you have 3 condition lines, and then once you fill that up, you have to put a mask. If you have no masks left, then you're dead. You have to retire your character.
Yeah. I think I prefer something closer to this than just flat, like, you know, fifth ed of like, you have,
Lose your points, and then you die.
yeah, you have 24 HP.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. And then you like figure that out from there.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I do think that some type of condition system works well, because then that also ties into downtime and um, being able to remove conditions and whatnot. But I think that,
are we just gonna call it health?
yeah, I think that because we are doing a, like, the base level combat is a skirmish game, I think that there should be some type of number that
You can't.
is,
Yeah, you can't have a narrative. We don't want to do the dagger heart thing or the Candela Obscura thing where it's like we've taken a narrative concept and we've made it mechanical, or like we've made it like crunchy and vice versa. Like it's that kind of thing of like you can't make an arbitrary story make 'em up game mechanic work in a like in a very like tactics heavy combat system unless you do some scaffolding.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's very true. I think a big angle for this is understanding that it is a skirmish game like at that,
Yeah.
at its roots.
So the way to do it is just that everybody has 3 health points. And your physical stat determines how many condition lines you have. And every time you run out of health points, you add a condition. And that can be
Yeah.
something like blinded or maimed or, fucking jaded or something like that. It can be physical, it can be arbitrary, it can be mental, it can be emotional. But that's a scar.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of those. There's no way to recover those. You can recover your health, right? Unless you like save up 3 of your pay. So because like you can spend 1 of your pay to recover your health points
Yeah.
at the end of each job. Or you can. That's the only way to recover those conditions is to spend your pay in recovery to get rid of 1 of those condition lines.
Yeah.
Because each
I think it
combat your health refills.
I think that it very much depends on the type of game that we're looking to make. If we're looking to make a like race to the bottom type game, then making it so that you can't clear conditions.
Well, then are we making a race to the bottom game then? That's the question. What kind of game are we making? Are we making it where you're like Mothership where you are going to die? Like the between is, I think, like very much threads that gap between this could be a race to the bottom or it could just be a long form campaign game because
Yeah.
there is so much freedom within the mask system.
Yeah. I like being able to toe that line of like if you want better roles, you can like force better roles. But it's also going to burn your character out faster.
Okay, but what is that? Okay, so but how do we force that's the thing. Okay, we need to solidify the foundation before we start getting into like pushing rolls and everything like that,
Yeah.
which goes back to stats. Physical, mental, social stats, health. Your physical stat determines your health bar. Every time your health bar empties, you gain a condition. If you gain 3 conditions, you're out. In recovery, each combat you recover your health points no matter what. In the middle of combat, if somebody has a medic like move, like a medic thing they can do, they can recover health points within combats. But in order to get rid of conditions, you have to spend your pay and downtime to do recovery. That means you can't carouse. That means you can't do team building.
Yeah. It forces you to
Yeah,
recoup and like
got it.
deal with the wounds that are
Mm-hmm.
very close to fatal.
Recover loss or any recover. Spend your pay to remove conditions. You can only do this once per downtime phase unless designated otherwise by a move or the KM's discretion.
Yeah, I think that feels right.
Okay. Your health. Does this feel resonant? Is this resonating with you as like
I think so.
yeah. Do we think we should just stick with 3? It seems like we're having like some mechanical crunchiness, but it's a streamlined thing. I did a similar thing. I'm doing a similar thing with Vor, where it's like your stats determine how many dice you roll, and it's just rolling. But those stats can go up or down. If you lose any, if you can't roll any dice in any stat, then you're dead. That kind of thing. But you also have HP. You can just die. Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, I think that speaks to something similar to this. Of because like again in like the character creation of it, stats being able to go down, and you essentially being almost shoehorned into other things that you probably didn't originally want for